basi moyo la boye kaina pana mawa na kokate basusu moyo na ponaka bawela bokonzi pena bawatilio.
Yeah, brothers and sisters, I'm sorry I came late today, you know. When you're doing trying to verify some information when it's not from Nigeria, it's really difficult, you know. Yeah, it took me a long time to verify some certain information. You cannot just come online and start bringing out information that is not right. So I was conducting my verification of information. However, I want every man and woman, brothers and sisters of most especially Africa as a whole, Nigeria, to share this video. Because what you are about to see today is something that no Nigerian political leader can ever discuss with you. So they are not going to discuss it with you. Nobody's going to discuss it with you. So brothers and sisters, let us share the word of freedom. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. So before that, we have a video that we're going to be showing everyone today about the situation in Africa. So it's going to be crazy today. You know, I got this video from someone, one of my followers sent it to me, but I decided to verify it. So that is what I've been doing since about 2 hours or 3 hours. I'll be calling every country, you know, to make sure I verify all this information. Let us share the word of freedom. Thank you.
I remember my papa. He didn't do it. So come here and know him out. All the folk we all we got pale we all. All the bad watch here in the O set it here o ya but here o ya o. It's all it ya tak paragba. No yo everywhere goes so cold parino. Well never no I know him out to lie. Adeo ye o adeo ya. Sama bobi ma je say never. Oh bemu janedo sama bobi ma je say never. Fo nya hey wanna so ye ma so ya tita iya ma we pa tono na ke ima eni inoki ibo yokwae enye kibo irowo kibo eni noti ibo yagbe yonwo edo fo na eyo ye ni ele o obi yo eyo ye ni ele o ye alele no sojire alele no sojire alele no sojire o ogba ye de kwalo oge da mi ye o oge baba ye o ogba ye de kwalo yi oge da mi ye.
Let's share the word of freedom. Good job. How do we get to this situation is the question we need to be asking our political leaders.
Story. Listen to my story. Amen, I go you do. 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 When you're better. ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà bí ọmọ kéré yẹn. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà bí ọmọ kéré gbọ́n. Ìgbà kíkọ́ kan gbẹ ọmọ yìí tó dámúyá ọ̀gá jẹ́ o. Wọ́n gbọ́ bọ́ máa ga jù. Ọ̀nìyàn máa ga jù. Nà tó lè ga jù. Ó ti ga jù. Ṣé ga jù. Ìwẹ̀ dára gbé bá kan. Ewì náà ò náà mú sẹ̀dẹ̀ nẹ̀ ìgbà yóò. Mama mine, yeah. Mama mine, yeah. Agolawo, come se de nega yo. Agolawo, come se de nega yo. Agolawo, come se de no saca yo. Agolawo, come se de no saca yo. Eme gonna pao, emi marina. Eme gonna pao, emi marina. Amala mo na ji, ime odere. Yawe ni no dawe, la otile no tamale. Agolawo, come se de nega yo. Agolawo.
Yes, God bless you. God bless you. Share the word of freedom. Thank you so much. You know, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Someone got to talk about it. Someone got to do it. Not everyone can do it. It's not easy. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. You know, sometimes in this world, you know, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Someone got to do it. Someone got to do it. How many people out there that this is not easy? Let me tell you something. First of all, today's date is Monday, September 17, 2018. I repeat, Monday, September 17, 2018. It's not a lot of people out there that can do what I'm doing right now. It's not easy. It's not easy. I got to be honest with you. You know, not too late, I am fighting the political cabals. The more you fight the political cabal, they're going to fight you back. Not to talk of that, we, the PFM, are zero tolerant on corruption. We are fighting corruption. Even the president of Nigeria, Rubado, let's say Rubado, not the president, former EFCC chairman. What did he say? Told you, director? When you fight corruption, it's going to fight you back hard. Even MOHAMMADU BUHARI, see what corruption have done to him. And now himself is swimming inside corruption. He tried, but Tinubu, Saraki, you know, El-Rufai, they are all there. They fight back. Now they were able to lure him into the bed of corruption. Now, we all understand that Buhari is not educated. We all know that. He's not educated. He did not even have a high school diploma. He's not educated. Back in the days when you say, when the British were leaving, they packed people from the north. They said, oh, the Igbos are very educated. The Yorubas are educated. We are not going to leave this country when the Hausas, the Fulanis, they are very loyal. When they used to call them Zo Malazo. When you say Zo, they come. You say sit down, they sit down. So they were very humble to the British. You know why British? They love those that are humble, that whenever they tell them sit down there, they sit down. So they say, okay, we're going to push them into Nigeria Defense Academy. That's why they put everything in not. Military training is not. Navy, it's supposed to be worry, no way. Air Force, it did not. Anything you call it to, it did not. The only thing they give to Lagos now, police college. That police college, they let it to rust. They damage it. It's just by mouth. Police college was given to Lagos just for mouth, for formalities. You know what I'm saying? So, they packed the MOHAMMADU BUHARI, they packed them in. When the OBASEKI were struggling to pass, they were using Islamic to pass them. They will use their Arab language. Dambore Bashege, you are passed. Now you are in a defense academy. That is how Buhari get into them. Babangida the rest. That is how they. But you can see GCFR, ICBFR, corruption BFR. Buhari have nothing because he never passed one what we call vocational courses at all. Zero. He never passed one. Even Babangida, even as bad as Abacha, managed to pass on. Babangida managed to pass on. Buhari is zero. Completely zero. So, why am I telling you this story? A lot of people will be wondering, how did he become a major general in the army if he's not educated? Buhari is not educated. So, this is how Governor Obaseki of Edo State now coming. When Osinbajo now saw that so-called technocrat governor, wake and die governor, wake, they call it wake and see. It's actually wake and see. When you wake up, the next day you come out, your bed is in the sky, erosion. When you are driving, you fall asleep. When you wake up, you will fall into the pothole. Edo State have no one good road, no infrastructure, no job, nothing. The only job in Edo State, as I speak right now, is for Chinese. Chinese are foreigners. Some of them are Yoruba. Some of them are from the big rank, now Yoruba and Delta. There's no bad thing doing that, but it's something bad when your own people, the indigenous of the land, are not qualified to do the job. And these are the same people who elected you into the office. Are you people not seeing something wrong there? How can you go to Ilele, Esclavos, those that work in Shell or Parkland Sesmo or offshore drilling? When you go to Ilele in River State, before you bring anyone in, you have to hire the indigenous. You know what I'm saying? You have to hire the indigenous. But Edo State is not like that. So let's move forward. This week, we saw that police brutality went off the chain. I'm not supposed to even talk about it because when I was fighting the police, they told me to be the bad man. I become the bad person. Even today, I'm paying for it physically, spiritually, financially, and otherwise. For the freedom I fought for, me, myself, I don't have it. I gave up my own freedom for others. I gave up my job for others. I gave up my family. Every time I travel, I can't even afford to buy even one cake or even one candy for my children. That is how bad it is. That is how bad it is for others. Today, a lot of people go to Nigeria. Some that used to go to the embassy, spend $400-500. They won't even have a passport. Now they fly, they go. They are the same people fighting me now today. That is when I become very, very cautious of what I do this time around. I am very, very cautious. So you can see police have exploded. You can see a couple of months ago, people were talking about Commissioner of Edo State, Commissioner of Police Edo State. I did not say nothing. Where did he go? He go nowhere. That is to tell you the power, the voice of the mega. He go nowhere. They do it, they sit at home. They are dealing with them. Donate, they will not donate. Support, they will not support. Share video, they will not share. Invite, they will not invite. Speak the truth, they will not speak the truth. There's one of my Edo brother who lied on me online. Purposely lie. Because if he has not corrected it by now, that means he purposely lied. So, I even spoke with him. I respect him. I've been waiting for him to correct his error. I call it error. But you cannot just lie on people. Then, and you think you can just run away with it. No, but I quiet. I'm still watching because our father has spoken the Oba of Benin. But I quiet. I didn't say nothing about it. The only one person Edo people listen to is the Oba of Benin. Oba talk about it. So let me quickly say this before I miss my point. Africa have got to a point. If we think it's happening to Zambia, it's happening to Zimbabwe, it's happening to Kenya, it's not happening to Nigeria, we should think again. Like I always tell people, whatever bring Nigeria down is going to bring the whole Africa down. Corruption is the #1 epidemic. Let's go to the title today was Africhina invasion with satanic loans of $60 billion from Chinese government. China is putting Africa back in chains. How are they putting Africa back in chains? How? You can write take it back. There's no money. Without money, take it back is not taking nothing. So you can write it all day. If you like, write it from one place to the end. Without money, nothing is going to go. When you people said a few people to come together and help OMOYELE, you people are busy tearing those that will help OMOYELE. Who lose? I'm not losing anything apart from the bag they stole and the time and sweat that I lost on it. But who lose most? Maybe one of these days I can forget about it. What if a fire burned your house down? Every document burned down to ashes. Would I kill myself? No. It is some of it. I will show you. I will show you how you people are losing on what you don't know. You think you know it better. Watch. You people continue to insult me. Continue to do whatever you want to do. One day you will travel to Nigeria, or your wife or your husband or your mother or your father or your sister or your sibling, they will go to Nigeria. You will see what is called Nigeria. Then you will remember Mega Comrade. I know when this man stood up, he was fighting everywhere. We should have joined hand with him. We should have joined him instead of tearing him down. You're going to regret it. Let me quickly show you this before we go further. Let's quickly see this. I think this is gonna be the it's a whole lot of things, but let's quickly see this. I think so. Yeah. This is what happened in Nigeria recently. When I took on Ibrahim Idris, this is not what we're going to talk about. The Inspector General of Nigerian Police, when I took on him, I got a call from some AIGs, some DIGs, telling me, wow, do you know the damage you have caused? I said, no. Say, oh, your story, Kabaka came out. I will kill you, I will do that. I said, okay. Governor OBASEKI, I have saved a lot of money for those state people, but nobody is recognizing it. But when you think you are going to be exempt in all this, it's a lie. This is an example of those youth who are busy insulting me online. Those youth who are cursing me. You are in Europe now, but the day you will visit Nigeria or your family, you will hear when. Some are in PFM. When we were doing a registration of a card, 10 euro. So they were registering card for 10 euro. Till now, for almost 1 year now, they have not paid $10. A lot of them, 10 euro, they have not paid. So after they get whatever they want, they will just leave. They think it's over. I don't even go to my platform anymore and say, do this or do that. The debt that they put on me in Italy, I am piling me and two of our members, I don't want to mention names, we are struggling. As I'm speaking to you now, why our money, even the money they collected is still in Spain. That one will come up this week. So we need that money back this week. Because it's easy to talk. 1,200 euro plus is a lot of money. So if they cannot bring it in peace, we are not going to be cursing online because our father said no trouble. We will involve the Spanish police authority. And we have a group of them. I don't need to... There's no translator. My daughter can write Spanish very well, can read Spanish very well. All I have to do, call the police department. in Spain, commissariat, or complain, but that's it. They will invite them. You come and explain why you are taking money that is not yours. The money belongs to People Freedom Movement. People Freedom Movement is in America. So they will just take it. Nobody, you know, so when you are doing it, there are consequences of what you are doing. Once we nab your name in there, you're going to have that record there. It will be there. Nothing is going to clean it. So when you think, oh, you're going to get away with things, no way. No way. One way or the other, it's still going to affect you. Now you what? These are some of those guys that are insulting me online who think, oh, I'm here. I'll be big boy. Watch. Let's see.
Of injustice in Port Harcourt. Just imagine. See my car.
See my car. Injustice in Port Harcourt. When I was saying, say no to injustice, say no to police brutality, where were you? Where were you? Exactly. Listen.
This is the height of injustice in Port Harcourt. Just imagine. See my car. See my car. See what police did to my car. Nothing I did though. The police shot this car 4 good times. So look at my car. Look at this car. No accident. No scratch. No scratch. He shot my gun. He shot my tire 4 good times. 4 good times. Look at the plates. Look at the car. No accident. No scratch. Nothing. Nothing. Look at it. No scratch. Nothing. Look at my car. Look at my car. The height of injustice in this country. Look at him. Look at the man that shot my tire. Look at him. Look at him. He's the one. Wait. He shot my tire. He shot my tire. He shot my tire 4 good times. Just today. Now. What's the meaning of this? The height of injustice. Look at it. Look at him. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. No, what's the meaning of this? The height of injustice. Nothing right, bro. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't take the number. When you do that, we go down. Go out. What is this? What is this? I didn't do anything. Yes, I was passing. Before I knew it, this guy, the Hilux, came behind me, jammed my car. Jammed my car because they are police. Shot my tire, gone 4 good times. For what now? For what? For what? Look at it. Yeah, no, junction. What do you mean of this now? You expect to me today. What is this? He shoot my tire. He shot my tire 4 times. Down. You see me gone? You see me gone? You see me gone? What is this? What is this?
What's this man?
You need to see me gone? You did anything? Wala. After me, I didn't happen to your motor. After me, I didn't happen to your motor. What happened to your car? What happened to your car? What happened to your car? Did this man rob you? What is this?
You're wrong. Why you go start?
You shoot my tire 4 times.
You're wrong.
You shot my tire. You're not enough.
Okay.
This is the height of...
You can say that. Me even playing this video, it will help him. These are the consequences of you going online. Who could have thought? He's a big boy in Nigeria. He has a good job. He has a car. Now, they say, this is injustice. You're going to explain to me today? Nothing. He's not going to explain nothing. He will not explain nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to explain nothing. So, these are the consequences of not doing what you are supposed to do. You know what I mean? So, sometimes when I talk to people, you know, I let them know, you not coming out is going to affect you one way or the other. You know what I mean? So I let people know about it. But they just take it like, oh, who are you? I do whatever I want. Listen to some of the what he's saying there. Let's analyze it.
Injustice in Port Harcourt.
Injustice in Port Harcourt. Very soon, this will be happening in Edo State. I have stopped this for a long time, and nobody value it. God bless you, Ebony. God bless you. I see you. So, you know what I'm saying? So when people, they don't know your value, they don't know how important you are. Until, who could have thought this boy, there's nothing happened to a common corporal that just joined the police, not even up to 4 years. You know, so that is number one. If you think like those that said, who is an amigo, they were going to be an accident, blah blah blah. One way you're going to feel the impact of not speaking. It could have saved you. Like me now, police can never shoot my car, never. Like I'm driving on the street in America, police will just bring out a gun and start shooting my car. No. So who could have thought this guy will face injustice just by driving on the road? No. So, I mean, so this is called police brutality. He put a bullet on his vehicle 4 times, destroyed, damaged the vehicle. Nothing they're gonna do. Nothing.
Just imagine, see my car.
If he would get online and say, support mega comrade, he wouldn't have gone through this. You see how he's vibrating, his throat is almost going to burst. Why didn't he do it on Facebook, on YouTube, online? Because he said, that noise maker, talkative. Now so talk. He did talk. He go eat pepper soup, they will begin insult themselves. They insult their papa and their mama, not be me. Look at it now. So I'm not going to play more than that. I just want to show you people an example of you people thinking you are punishing mega company one way or the other. You people, look at it, it's not a, you don't know anything about it.
See what police did to my car.
You see?
Nothing I did though. The police shot you.
Nothing I did though. I graduate to maybe master. Nothing I did though. Police, that is to tell you, when you start behaving like that, the security officer already know you don't know your right, you don't know your wrong. If you really know what you were doing, there are security code of conduct or law enforcement code of conduct. The way you would have applied is good for people to test uniform. It don't matter if it's only 6 months. Just put on that uniform, go to that academy, go to the training. Then you will know your right and your wrong. You can see the way you speak now. The police already know he's not going anywhere. He's not going to do shit. So if you meet people like me, I will not react this way. Hey, see what he do. Just listen.
Car, 4 2 good times. Look at my car. Look at this car. No accident, no scratch.
What concern is car there? So that is number one fumble. So that is it. So I hope he will see this video next time. When people are fighting, you come out. Don't think because you have your girlfriend inside. Your girlfriend, you and her, they drink pepper soup. You they insult me, talkative. Now see him. You are on your own. So that one is gone. Okay, let's go to this one is gone. Okay, let's go to this one right here. The reason why we all should
on the right things.
This is not what I'm gonna do right now.
Right? Although the news has been coming up.
This is what they sent to me. Nigeria. So that aside. So let's go to the real story. Chinese President Xi Jinping announced 60 billion in slavery aid and loans for African corrupt politicians. Why would Xi Jinping, President of China, reward corrupt leader in China if he has no interior motive? In China, when you are caught with corruption, it's death, punishable by death. If Chinese were really coming to Africa in a good faith, they would have first of all helped us to eradicate corruption or fight corruption. But instead, Chinese government are exploding corruption in Africa as a whole. Right now, they are at the door of Nigeria. They were able to penetrate to Nigeria. Do you know how Nigeria get into this mess right now? It's through Governor GODWIN OBASEKI of Edo State. Governor GODWIN OBASEKI of Edo State, I keep telling people, why is governor always going to China? Remember, so a couple of months ago, we had information that Now Buhari and Osinbajo, the person they are listening to now is Governor Godwin Obaseki, because Oshomole were able to let Buhari know that Obaseki, one thing that is good at is scamming, architect of Ponzi scheme. Obaseki can cook the book. He will cook the book without no error. Even if 10 governors come after him, you cannot find any error on it. So when Oshomole lecture Buhari, Buhari said bingo. Osinbajo went to Buhari. Buhari said bingo. That is why Oshomole was put as a chairman of APC. They now brought Governor Godwin Obaseki. Why the Edo people were dying in fraud, water. Governor Obaseki were busy drinking champagne in China. Why Edo, the most important day of Edo citizen in diaspora, ENA, Edo National Association Convention in Canada, Governor Obaseki were busy drinking, eating Chinese worms. Ikolo, or Chinese, he was eating it with a stick. You know how they use stick to eat ikolo? Worms and fraud. Governor Obaseki don't care about us. He don't care about nobody. So, Oshomole helped shape Obaseki scammy resume for Buhari. Buhari is not educated. That is where that story was coming. So Obaseki now planned everything. Obaseki now, even they have already eat human being, because in China there's no food without human body on a body part. You see when they stand when they are marching, that's how they march. They are very strong. Cocoyam, they know they eat cocoyam. Now human heart is the best food for them. So Obaseki were planning with Buhari how to destroy Nigeria. When I told you about Governor Obaseki, a lot of people continue to tell me, you can see Obaseki brought Chinese. Why are they doing it? China, you can see what happened to Zambia. They took a loan, let's say 6 billion, but really they did not pay the loan. They did not give them the money. They gave them a little bit of it. They hold the rest. They were collecting interest on their money that they are still waiting. I'm going to play this video. I'm going to analyze it. Then you see what is happening. And I will tell you where that problem is right now in Nigeria. If you like, you listen. If you don't like, forget about it. If you like, you want to share it. If you don't like, boom. Because like Igbo man talk, whether you buy, you not buy, narrow, you not concern me. So it will get to a point that it's already. It is time for me to have my children. For a while I'm traveling here and there, I want to have a lot of children. So it is time for me to concentrate on having babies instead of having dramas. So now you sabi. Watch.
That is so depressing, and I know I got so many. Although the news has been coming out, it's so depressing, and I know I got so many emails about what's happening with Zambia, and a lot of people wanted me to comment on is Zambia now, Zam China. Actually, you guys, it's not even a funny story. Zambia is the first African nation to become a full Chinese colony, and we joke about some of these things, but what has happened is really, really tragic. And I warned you guys, this is what is going to happen. But also, this shows you that we're closer and closer to a major global war. Because I told you, the Europeans are not going to just sit back and let China take over Africa. Now, what has happened is that Zambia defaulted on a couple of loans. And so they lost their power company, Zesco, and that has been taken over by the Chinese. Their major national electricity company is now being run by China. Now, if
underline that, they just missed their payment. They took over their companies. Buhari cannot say Obaseki is just after his own money. Do you know the agreement they signed with Chinese? Who knows about it? Tinubu is busy using the toothpick to remove his pepper soup, amala. Who else is there? The traditional rulers, like tear gas palace, Oni of Ife, is busy tear gassing OMOYELE SOWORE. Who has nothing to do in all this? Let's listen.
That isn't even worse. They've also lost, a few months ago, they lost to the Zambia Broadcasting Corporation.
No,
it's called the ZENBC. I think it's the Zambia National Broadcasting Corporation. The national electricity company is NESCO, and that has been taken over by the Chinese. The major national electricity company is now being run by China. Now, if that isn't even worse, they've also lost, a few months ago, they lost to the Zambia Broadcasting Corporation. It's called the ZENBC. I think it's the Zambia National Broadcasting Corporation, which is now fully owned by China. And, you know, the government has been denying that this is the case. They've been trying to play cute. They've been trying to play, you know, like everything is okay. But they have actually been in secret talks over how the national electricity company would be taken over. This is crazy. Do you think an African country would be allowed to run China's national electricity company? And, you know, it just shows you that China's neo-colonial strategy is reaching ahead. I mean, it's reaching its climax. They've been doing this covert business for so long.
Okay, you can hear that. Not only the electricity, they even took their road, everything. Let me tell you that it's already happening in Nigeria. Okomu right now. There's a lot of places in Edo State right now that Chinese, they are even killing our people in Edo State right now. Obaseki just used the commissioner of police to cover it up so that nobody will hear. No one is speaking about it. Nobody. No, it get to a point I say, okay, Edo people, they don't value good things. I get stressed out about it. When I'm stressed, I say, wow, how can I be telling these people what is happening? All they do is they hate me for telling the truth. It's not good. It's not a good feeling. One of my members called me the other day, say, Pa, say, you are really stressed out. He say, this debt you are owing, I say, yeah, I rather owe the government than to own individual. Everyone that will say, Pa, let's do this. Don't worry, we will pay the money. They all run. Boom. They all run away. Even there was a time when I said, I'm not coming to Italy if my hotel bill is not paid. One of the members, they say, if the hotel bill is not paid, we all will pay. He was the first person to run away. Let alone to my own advice, I will sleep any woman house I see or my house, I will sleep there. But because of this talk that me, I always tell people, let them say. But people around me, they will push you, they push you into a hole. After they push you into a hole, they will leave you in that hole. You know, let us be honest. So now you can see what Zambia has become. As I speak to you, even today, a Chinese man was deported from Kenya. Why was he deported? They didn't jail him, or you can't jail him. Watch, they will kill Zambia citizen. Chinese will say, don't touch my citizen. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'll let you watch it. Let's see. Let's go.
And now, you know, they've got their tentacles so deep inside. They've got their tentacles so deep inside that it's going to be hard for some countries to turn back. Now, what's happened is, you know, their whole strategy is they encourage indebtedness. So they come with the money. They come with the money. They give you, they give you, they give you. Then they, once you default, they start to take over strategic assets because of failure of repayment. And you see what China has...
Underline that word, strategic asset. They go after the heart of your income. Like Nigeria, they will go after the oil. They will go after the seaport. They will go after the airport. They will go after the oil and gas is already there. Who are you to stop China? Who are you? Who Bomoki? Who are you? So this is what the youth have put us. Oh God.
once you default, they start to take over strategic assets because of failure of repayment. And you see, what China has done is they have studied countries that are corrupt. They have studied countries that, that are greedy, that have greedy leaders, which is most African nations. And that's why we find most African nations are in this situation. And then they kind of have this, their long-term outcome is the effective ownership of commanding heights of the economy. Remember I did that thing on the Seven Mountains Prophecy, health, economy, etc., media, entertainment. So they come in, they give you a deal you can't refuse. They pour that money on you, they pour that money on you, they pour that money on you. And then all of a sudden, they come collecting. And they're very vicious when they start collecting. And you know what? Even the Chinese government, they know they actually have a problem in Zambia and other nations. But you know what they said? They were just like, us, we're protecting the Chinese. If your people cannot negotiate for you, if Zambians cannot if the Zambian government and the Zambian politicians cannot look after the interests of Zambia, that's not our fault. But this is not going to be possible. And you know what? I was doing deeper research into this matter, and it gets even worse. Now, Zambia's president was actually in China last week for the China-Africa summit.
That is exactly how Chinese is. That is the deal Bill Clinton make with them. Before, when President Bill Clinton was a president, China was having nothing. They said, let us help boost China economy. They make a deal with them to help them. When China becomes superpower, they were stealing every American thing. Guess who? That is why I love Trump. Not everything he does I agree with. Trump right now is at trade war with China. And China is losing. He's about to slap them with another tariff again. If China America are struggling to get out of China debt, the deal they make would be President Clinton. Who is Africa? The European go to Italy, go to every part of Europe. Chinese is invading everywhere. They are 1.3 billion, if not more than, population. Billion with a bill. They are the second largest military in the whole world. The second largest economy in the whole world after. They are just behind the United States. Not even the Germans, not even the Russians. Even Russians now, they are partnering with Chinese so that they can take on America. They are doing military exercise, drilling together. So, if America is battling their own problem with China, who are to battle about Asovila problem? So, watch.
And I'll talk in the future about the $61 billion or $60 billion that the Chinese government allegedly gave to Africa with no strings. There ain't no free lunch. Wow. Come on, guys. There ain't no free lunch. And one of the biggest problems with all these deals that China has signed with African governments is we don't know what they've done. We don't know what they've signed away. We don't know the kind of agreements they've made because all of them were done hush-hush and behind the scenes. So all we're being told in Africa and in China is, oh, China's giving Africa money. Oh, you're getting money. Oh, they're funding this. Oh, they're funding that. Oh, they're funding infrastructure projects. But we're not told, okay, the debt repayment is this percentage, and if you fail to pay this percentage, you're going to be in trouble. We're not told that. We're not told what concessions have been made. In fact, I know this is not about Kenya. It's sorry.
She's absolutely right. Why is any Nigerian not blowing a whistle about this? Whistleblower. Why does he have to? Why is it mega comrade? Out of 200 million population, almost 200 million Nigeria, why is it mega comrade analyzing her video? Why? That is a question. Why? And then you see all this primary school dropout. Who know nothing. They will tell me, hey, Pa, I want to advise you. I am the one I want to advise you. What? Oh, God. I'm falling asleep. Hey, Pa, really? Really?
Guys are a bit obsessive about Kenya, but I've been told Kenya, they built this crappy railway line, and if we don't pay, they're going to get one of our ports in Mombasa. Anyway, that's just a story for another day. Now, this guy, so President Edgar Lungu, he visited Chinese companies while he was in China. Not only have you lost Zesco, the electricity company, you've lost your media company. He actually had the nerve. Some of these guys, man, he actually had the nerve to go visiting Chinese companies, and he received a grant of a further $30 million for the Lusaka East multi-facility.
Underline that word. Their TV station is gone. Their electricity company is gone. Their resources is gone. He still went, even though the first loan, it's a long story. The first loan they collected, they only gave them 2 out of 6 billion. I think they gave them 2 or 3 billion as first payment. But they are paying interest of 6 billion. And when you are dying, like I used to have a friend in Dallas when I was sick. He would tell me, the order of your Jeep, how much did you buy it? I'll say $10,000. He will say, okay, you want to buy medication? I say, yeah, I want to go pay medical bill. Then he will say, okay, I'll give you 5,000. But I need it. If I don't need it, they are not going to treat me. Then I'll say, please, just give me 7. He will say, oh, forget about it, I don't want. Then I will be calling him, give me the 5,000. He will say, no, now 2,000 now. He bought almost all my property, including a land with a house in Lagos, everything. But at the end, I still forgive him. Recently, the other day, we met, I forgive him. When you are desperate, you have no other hope, and you want to eat what is not yours. That is exactly what happened. Buhari want to pump money into this election, make it look like the Nigeria economy is good. He want to win by all means. He's not interested in fixing Nigeria. Well, as I'm talking to you now, we are not going to, if you listen to all this, how they are beating Zambia citizens. Now Chinese are everywhere. They are selling corn on road. Chinese are the ones selling handkerchief on road now in Zambia. They have completely taken over Zambia. Not only Zambia. Let's move forward and see.
Economic zone electrification project, whatever that means. So these guys can give you like high blood pressure, man. It's crazy.
They already get.
And so President Edgar Lungu, he came to power basically. Zambia signed an 8 billion when he came to power. Zambia signed an 8 billion Chinese loans in financing. Now over 5 billion of this hasn't been added to the total. Now that's what got Zambia an 8 billion.
Okay, I was wrong. Not even 6 billion. 8 billion. Out of this 8 billion, 5 billion are still with China. But Zambia are paying interest of 8 billion. Because when they were signing it, they gave them food and they injected that food. You know those worm, worm, frog. You know frog, human parts. They cook it, they design it, they put it for Buhari and Governor Godwin OBASEKI. And they gave them stick near Yari. You know human, after they eat it, they are not even after. Even OBASEKI, he want to throw up. So they just sign the bill, they sign it without even nothing. They flip it, not the previous one they gave them. They flip it. You know, China, they do copy, counterfeit. That's what they do.
Chinese loans in financing. Now over 5 billion of this hasn't been added to the total. Now that's what Zambia is claiming. They're claiming they haven't received 5 billion, or they haven't been able to account for $5 billion of the 8 billion. Although China says it was dispersed, it was
right. China gave them the money. Let me tell you how they do it. That is cook the book. That is what Buhari used OBASEKI to do in Nigeria. Nigerians, open your eye. Now Nasabi, very soon I will be coming out once in a week. Now Nasabi, you people are not paying me. You are not doing anything for me. Nothing. I'm just suffering. Very soon it will be one time, and that one time is going to be about the foundation. How I'm going to help the poor. We all have to put our hand on the deck, because if we wait for government to come and do it, they are not going to do it. So something motivate others. But in my own case, people are still going to speak nothing that I do they like. When others are doing things, they will say, why can't you do it? Hey, instead of talking. Then when you say, okay, let me help, they will say, no, why you want help? Because they know whatever I put my hands is gold. Since xenophobia. Let me tell you what they do with that money. They took 3 billion to Zambia. The rest 5 billion, the Zambia president and the corrupt leader told him, this money, how can you help us keep it to Dubai, London, Switzerland? So the Chinese were able to cook the book and send the money directly to them and keep it in their bank account. Now Zambia government, now they are on debt. The workers are now saying, we did not receive this money. But the president is not saying anything, because the president, the money is in the president and the officials, the ministers' account already in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Switzerland, London. It is only America who joined Rubado to fight corruption. As Neil Rubado asking, every case you have in London, London British police never join him. Even in France, they turn his eye upside down. Italy, the same thing. Guess where he fought? They say Italy was language problem. In France, they said translator. Only FBI join Rubado. That is why America, Nigerian political corrupt leader now, they are not bringing in money to America anymore. They are not doing it anymore. They come in some kind of way that we already know now. You know what I'm saying? So you can see. So that money, 8 billion, China collect 1 billion or 2 billion and say, okay, if we had to shield this money for you, what is our cut? We need the money. They say, okay, you take 2 billion, help us hide the 3 billion. That is exactly what Chinese did. That is the same thing Obaseki and Buhari did in China. Don't be surprised if Obaseki live in 2020 and hand over power to the lion and the tiger combined, mega comrade Clement Iranomigo Edegbe, as the executive governor of the state, whether the Satan like it or not. When he hand over, Obaseki will become one of the richest man, or if not the richest governor in Nigeria. Watch.
And get this, the finance ministry doesn't even have the manpower to police and monitor and disburse the funds. And the financial penalties, because I told you, a lot of these deals are done in secret, we don't know. So the financial penalties of actually backing out of a Chinese deal are worse than the savings of them just going through with a project till its completion.
That's it.
So a lot of contracts have been signed.
We are not going to talk about this right now. This is Zambia, but it's coming to Nigeria. There's a lot. You can see the Chinese are not even beating Zambia in the street. The embassy will tell you, don't touch our people, while they are killing our people in their country. As I speak now, according to them, in Zambia now, Chinese hold a street. Black people will not drive through it. In black land. Now, how many years is going to take for China to recolonize Africa? Now, Chinese are putting Africa back in chain. Far back 70 years ago, I heard about it that even, who was warning? 2000, I think it's John Bolton, former UN Secretary General, was warning that China are penetrating into Africa. He was telling President Bush that the danger that is coming to the world is Chinese are penetrating into Africa. That danger is looming. But because of September 11, President Bush was not interested about Africa, he was interested about the security of this flag, which I happens to love so much. So Chinese just penetrated it. When Obama came into power, he was not interested in Africa. The Chinese gained ground. Now everywhere is Chinese. Chinese. Everywhere. Now Buhari and Obaseki. Why do you think among the old 36 or 35 governors, Buhari is taking Obaseki to a deal how to steal money. Do you think it's coincidence? No. Obaseki is the architect of policy, is the mastermind of criminal mind. Obaseki is the mastermind. Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State, let me tell you, he's very smart. Very, very. Oh, Yoba Yemo. Ogyoyi. Ewata Ata. Barawo. GBT. Onyoshi. Iberi-berizi, like Okorocha said. That is what Obaseki know how to do. Iberi-berizi. Go to dictionary and look for Iberi-berizi. Not be me talking now, Rocha as Okorocha. Imo State governor, not talking. So, even now, Chinese are selling corn, selling a kerchief. Let's leave that. Let's leave that aside. Let's come here. Wait.
You know, roasting maize, and it's becoming a problem.
Look at it. Look at it. They are roasting maize, corn. You see Chinese? You see them? All kind of tongue. Now we give a tongue, a China return. Look at it. He's coming to Benin. He's coming to Nigeria. They say charity begins at home. Why am I using Benin as an example? Because that's where I come from. Oka, Chinese are roasting corn. Nobody's talking about this. In African land, do you know the corn they are roasting? They are using it to gain trust of people. They will come one day, they will bring the real poison corn. They will, I prophesied this today. They will bring the real poison corn. They will roast it for you. You all will eat death upon death. The other day they will bring good one. Another day they will bring bad one. They will kill all of you people. Finish all of now. They will the 1.something billion of Chinese. They will invade Africa. They will collect uranium, the one they use for nuclear weapon. They will collect gold. They will collect diamond. They will collect oil and gas. Everything. Vote. China don't have oil. Russia are the ones supplying them oil. They don't have. That is why they are invading. They are coming to Nigeria. They are coming gradually. The reason why they left Libya is because of America. They are penetrating into Nigeria. Now they are already at the door. The Buhari government APC have opened the door. This will not be good luck doing more. Good luck was going to China too. But good luck can, even though Tanzania's sister, that teenager that he was banking, Kelewa, that one too was sometimes tired. He gave good luck chant. You know, good luck wife will just sit down for us. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. That's all that one was saying. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. So that is it. And good luck, just the Tanzanian sister, the union sister. Good luck will just give it to 90 billion. So gone. With that money now, I beg you. I don't want your year. My sister said make you come see him. Good luck will say okay now. Call her, tell him to meet me in the hotel. That's it. 90 billion. PDP, APC. PDP, they take 90 billion, they do Kelewa, cassava, Kelewa. APC, they take billion, they kill us. Then they kill us, Boko Haram. Fulani Hesme, everywhere. See Chinese are roasting maize. Watch.
Imagine seeing Chinese on the side of the road, you know, roasting maize, and it's becoming a problem. In fact, I was reading there's been such a high influx of Chinese to Zambia since 2015 that many believe, like many actually have started thinking this was Chinese government driven. Of course, they're happy for their people to be, to emigrate. And you know, it's become such a problem because contractors are moving, traders, wholesalers, farmers, manufacturers, importers, exporters, and criminals who want to seize the vast resources of Zambia and are looking for an escape route from poverty. Because China just came out of being a third world country. And you know, it's even become common now for people to say China first, Zambia last. Imagine! So, you know, a lot of Zambians have been complaining because Chinese have been allowed to acquire large tracts of land. So there's little land left for Zambians.
Okay.
You're thinking it's a joke when I say Zambia is now a Chinese colony.
Can you imagine that? Now the government are giving the Zambia land to Chinese people. The Zambian citizens are crying because they keep quiet. They were scared. Mega Comrade wasn't scared. I came out instead of our youth to fight. They joined me to fight the political cabal. They were busy fighting me, bringing my video down, destroying my computer. My money were all gone. And people that were telling me, I responded, not talk to them, leave them. They said, don't worry, we will help you pay. They all left me in debt. Debt upon debt. Even those that I trust most, that I love so much, they all abandon me. They all abandon me. Can you imagine? Someone will be a member of PFM. He will be only 10 euro for 1 year plus. 10 euro. It's not even up to 1 penny in 2 months. But they are the same people that go out and say, Mega Comrade, do this, do that. They are all something. There was a person that was talking on Facebook. He was putting it, I collected the name. I went and checked. I took his picture. I checked. I found out that he collected ID card 10 euro. Up till now, he did not pay 1 penny. But he was the one telling people on Facebook, I paid this. I spent my money. I say, hey, now so people be. So, let's see.
There's been a lot of loss of employment opportunities because there have been everyone, cooks, bakers, electricians who learn online, engineers who learn online. There's been a lot of lawlessness and corruption. They're crowding out Zambian SMEs because they're even doing the small business of even selling maize on the streets. And they're racist. And a lot of Zambians have complained about the racism and the environmental degradation. They're even in Zambian markets.
Yeah, in the market.
Zambian, now you go, you sell your vegetables and your fruits. They're even there.
You heard that? Chinese are now selling vegetable in the market. Vegetable market, Chinese. I want them. Like last year, I was crying about it. Very soon, Oba market will be Oba Chinese market. Oba Chinese market. Or Chinese Oba market. Very soon. Wazengbe. I go the way of here, Zengbe. Everyone here reminds you what. That's how they look now. I guarantee you, I promise you, if OBASEKI come for the second time, if Oba market did not change to Chinese Oba market or Oba market Chinese, don't call me Ranomeo. What did they call her? Oluwole, what did they call her? Ladikbo. Ladikbo will be called Ladichana. Ladichana. Ochanja market will be Chinese Ochanja. Do you know they know how to steal it in America? They steal vehicle, they pieces it. You have not seen it. The only people that can withstand them are the Fulani herdsmen. Because those people are AK-47, they know they take my talk. AK-47, boy, they will behead you. That now only Fulani go fit deal with Chinese. And Chinese, they get weapon. Their weapon self is not even controlled. Their weapon, when they explode, it will cause diseases. Who smell and go die? Who take acid and go die? Dead body will be everywhere. Where Mega Comrade they are they Texas? Are they here? Are they my room here? Before you came Mega Comrade, if you want to drop something, President Bush is not far from me. It's about 10 miles from me. You look at where President Bush lives. So anything you drop here go affect Chop Norris. Chop Norris, you know Chop Norris, see in house here. Mike Cuba, the billionaire owner of Dallas Maverick, see in house there. You know what I'm saying?
Fruits and vegetables and competing with Zambians. It's shame on the Zambian government. Shame, shame, shame on President Edgar Lungu or whatever.
Shame is not going to do it. Whether you shame him, he don't care. When he leave power, he moved to Europe. He moved to America, moved to Dubai. Living a luxury life in the dark. All my life, I have suffered. I have not enjoyed all my life. I have suffered. The little time I should have enjoyed, that is when I felt sick. Thank God Almighty I'm alive today. If not this Bible, this Holy Bible, can you imagine they took it to cemetery? So I survived it. I have walked in the valley of death. You know, these people don't care. We can cause them to. The only thing that affects them a little bit is cost. But when you cause them, people will go, hey, now run away from mega comrade. So whatever amigo will make you lose that. It's evil Billy people. The evil ones. Evil to us. Who we see chicken, they will be calling it chicken goat. How is this going to affect it, amigo? It will. Literally, it will. Because whenever I see watching on TV, just like I was watching xenophobia, tears will be coming out of my eye. Even look at the even sharing. YouTube will be consistent. They are going 700, 600 plus. But Facebook is there 300 plus. You can never tell Nigerians the truth and tell them to do it. But instead they want to look at breast. They want to look at butt. And that breast and butt is not going to take them to nowhere. Nowhere. If you have money, that is, let me tell you. I came to read one thing that says a woman heart, a woman has and a woman mind. A woman's secret is as deep as the down of Atlantic or Mediterranean Sea Ocean. Nobody can know a woman's heart. Nobody can know a woman. Women can keep, they will hold secret. How can anybody just swim down to the Mediterranean Sea, down on the bottom? That is how a woman mind is. So women, they will money. They love. God did not create them to suffer. That is why every month they suffer for that. God created them for men to take care of them. Woman is not running anywhere. Why are we? Because and mostly Nigerian girls now, they are worse than those girls in Europe. Even the Yelekutis, they are worse than them. Because they don't even have a boyfriend now. Politicians, they are the one pushing our politicians to be killing us. Every time you see all these girls with low waist. Look at Davido, who did not support SOWORE, but he can support his uncle. And tomorrow you people are buying Davido music and he's there looking for a low waist that he will. Can you imagine? Our Nigerian girls are contributing, the African girls are contributing to it. They are 16 years, they will even lie, they are 18 years, they will open their leg boa. You know, so we are in a big trouble. Big trouble. 5 years, 10 years time, you people will remember Mega Comrade. You will remember me. We are in a big trouble. Big trouble.
His name is. Shame on him. And the sad thing is, because of all the loans that I've signed and because of the defaulting, future Chinese generations will be entitled to Zambia's precious resources. So the children...
Listen, because of that loan, future China's generation, they will be entitled to Zambia resources. They are entitled to it. Even America, not even American citizens are not entitled to nothing. You see, the day our so-called leader who claimed this smart, listen.
Yes, because of all the loans that I've signed and because of the defaulting, future Chinese generations will be entitled to Zambia's precious resources. So the children that have not even been born will be born into a neo-colonial China. Might as well call, Zambia a colony of China. It's a mess. And something needs to happen. Imagine something needs to happen. Guys, we need to awaken. We need to get out of our stupor, get out of our problems. Zambia, you guys need a revolution. You need a revolution.
Gambian citizens are even better than Nigerian citizens in some ways. At least Gambia, they can talk. Nigerian citizens, what are they doing? They are busy insulting Mega Comrade, insulting SOWORE. The palace are busy pouring tear gas on SOWORE, opening tear gas. Palace become a war zone. They become a war zone. The traditional rulers that God, according to them, what they told us, that God made them become traditional ruler to watch over us. Now they are killing us, fighting us, opening tear gas on us. They become police. They become number one law enforcement agency, not law, number one enforcer. Agberurism. Ife, palace of tear gas. Okay. There's a lot.
On the right things. And this is what we have seen. This is what we have seen. When the president introduced on the right things.
Okay, these are our leader. After all this what Buhari and Obaseki is doing, Edo State should be very frightening right now. Edo State people should be on the street, naked, lay curse on evil leaders. Today's date again is what? I want someone to remember me. Monday, September 17. Monday, September 17. Edo State citizen right now, Nigerian citizen, most especially Edo State, they should be in the street, naked, every night. Our old mama raining curse on Obaseki and his evil leaders, all the evil leaders, both PDP, APC, no exemption, both party who have brought our country, our state down to our knee. It's only cause they don't have gun. They don't even know how to shoot. Only cause. Who know when God is listening? There's no God in Nigeria anymore. God himself have left Nigeria. The sin was so much. The sin of Nigeria was so much that even God himself get angry and left Nigeria. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria has the highest number of churches. But Nigeria are the one killing themselves. Death everywhere, massacre, rape, politician, corruption, everything. Nigeria is one with the poorest country in the world. The number one in poor, number one in corruption, number one in everybody, number one in kidnapping, number one in human trafficking, number one in stealing, number one in election rigging. Everything are number one. How can you tell me there is God there? There is no God. God is not in Nigeria. May God forbid, if there is God and God of Nigeria is the same God I serve, I reject it in Jesus' name. I would rather serve the God of America, the God of America, the God of Dallas, than for me to serve the God of Nigeria. I reject that God in Jesus' name. In the name of God of America, I reject the God of Nigeria. I don't want it. There's no God in Nigeria. God have left Nigerian people because when God was talking to them, they refused to listen, and he sent his Messiah, the prophet of freedom, mega comrade, Officer Clementine Amigo Edegbe, the tiger and the lion combined, the voice of the voiceless, the defender of the defenseless. But what do they do to him? If actually there is God in Nigeria, why is Boko Haram Fulani still killing us? If there is God, why are pastors raping us, eating sleeping with married women, pregnant? Why? Why are they not improving? You see, hurricane will come to America, the whole community will destroy. Before you know it, 1 year or 2 years, it's already back on track. It's still better than Nigeria. There is no natural disaster in Nigeria. Only rain go fall. Benin not get. There's in a flat land. Flat land become erosion land. Let's listen to our brother. Fake what do they call her? Now Pastor Abir, I don't know. Fake. Let's listen to him. He want to come and Spain. That is what I call Yoruba wash. I call it Yoruba wash. When you have fat, they will try to wash you. They will try to wash you. You have fat. What you are saying is true. They will try to wash you. Nobody on it than Yoruba. They are good in washing. That's how Obaseki learn it. Obaseki know how to wash Edo. They wash you. Obaseki learning from Yoruba land. Let's listen to Commander-in-Chief of Wash.
This is what we have seen. This is what we have seen on the right things. And this is what we have seen. This is what we have seen. When the president introduced it, when he insisted that the TSA must be done, we suddenly discovered that we actually could see for ourselves how much money was available in the system.
and so much money was available. We dug up the money from everywhere, and we found that this money was available. I want to say that this same government that spent 139 billion.
And let me tell you, believe me or not, Buhari has spent 2 times of that money, plus dead bodies. They are not going to talk of it. Anyone that I never come here and tell you one day I'm a perfect man, that I'm the most perfect. I always tell you I'm not perfect. I always tell you what I am. A lot of people want to be with one wife. They want to have like 2, 5 children. I always come here and tell you I want to have a lot of children. My mother is not going to give birth to me. Somebody got to do it. It don't matter. Whoever I sleep with become problem to Edo people. I'm not a gay. So anything I do, it become problem to some Edo people. A lot of them. Anything. Whether a woman I sleep with you now, wahala. If I even carry Bible now, they go church now, they go tell the pastor, make it run. Oh. So let's listen to him.
I want to say that this same government that spent 139 billion only on all of the on agreed power works and housing, transport, etc. Between January 2015 and the elections, the sum of 100 billion in cash and $289 million, altogether about 100 billion, $289 million in cash was released and spent, shared. This sum of money was in excess of the amount of money that was spent on power works and housing, on transport. And this is the point we're making, that there is no country in the world, and we must be careful, and we must know this, there is no country in the world that will allow its resources to be plundered in the way our own resources are plundered and expect to be economically
You hear him saying how they shared 100 and plus billion shared. They will spend in housing, infrastructure, electricity. Do you have light in your home? No. Do you have infrastructure? No. Do you have housing? No. Do you have anything? No. Yeah, Osinbajo is here. Osinbajo is the greatest thief. He's the greatest one. You are in power. That is why we voted Buhari in. That is why we voted you people in. Here you are complaining. Complainer in chief. Why you are killing us? At least, good Lord Jonathan, if there was no killing. If there was killing, it was between Boko Haram. Madiguri, there was no massacre. There was no massacre. Here you are, Osinbajo, while Buhari was sitting there, look at him. Have the audacity, look at his head. Have the audacity to tell us that a nation cannot, and here you are telling us to give you another 4 years. Is Mega Comrade going to do it? No. Can I become a president of Nigeria? How many percent? Maybe 1% chance or 10% chance. Who knows? Will I be a governor? I will tell you 99.9% chance. I don't say what I cannot do. Now here you are, someone that we voted in to protect you, protect me, protect our resources. Here you are, is whining like a goddamn motherfucking chicken. Whining like a little kid. Whining. Blame game.
Country in the world, and we must be careful, and we must know this, there is no country in the world that will allow its resources to be plundered in the way our own resources are plundered and expect to be economically viable. It's not possible. Nigeria is unlike any other country because of the level of corruption that was perpetrated. We must stop that corruption, and that's why we're so committed.
Who is Osinbajo talking to? We must stop that corruption. That is why you were elected. And so far, you are exploding corruption, collecting money from China, sharing OBASEKI recovery money. Do you think if I'm an American tomorrow, you will say you want to come out British, you want to come and collect the rest money? What about the one we gave you? What did you do with it? I'm not going to give you no goddamn money, not even a damn penny. We'd rather spend it on our metro and do something good about it than to give it to corrupt, reckless government of Muhammadu Buhari, killing government of Muhammadu and Osinbajo Buhari. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Here you are, you have all these Nigerians are busy worrying about me. If I'm Nigerian problem, you have no problem. If I am the problem of Nigeria, they go home and sleep.
In the world, and we must be careful, and we must know this: there is no country in the world that will allow its resources to be plundered in the way our own resources are plundered, and expect to be economically viable. It's not possible. Nigeria is unlike any other country because of the level of corruption that was perpetrated. We must stop that corruption, and that's why we are so committed. When you fight corruption the way we are fighting corruption, corruption is going to fight back. Okay. The system will fight back. You will find the fight back is taking place everywhere.
If the vice president and the president sitting there is afraid of fighting corruption, why can't you people give me credit? Give PFM credit. Give People Freedom Movement credit. At least come out in the public and say, do a video and say, thank you, PFM. You just heard it from the mouth of the vice president. We are not fighting it with nobody money. 90, I would say 94% of those money is borrowed money and my family money. Do you know how much I'm owing a Bank of America, Chase Bank? Do you know? You don't know. How many of you can go and take a loan? You enter and take 100,000, 30,000, 50,000 just to fight for others' freedom. Wreck your account for others. And here you are, someone that have not even able to pay up to 500 or 100. You'll be telling you, listen, why can't you go and get a loan and advance yourself on that loan? You think it's easy? Tell me anybody who have called me one day and said, Ipa, here is for you. Go and pay that debt. Nobody. At the time, APC, we are wondering, where is this man getting this money spending? Because they were going around Abuja, they see generals, commissioners, we're telling them, leave this movement alone. They say, how is it? They said, PDP is the one sponsoring me. PDP. They were thinking, because they never believe anybody can have the money. There was no problem. Everybody were happy in PFM because they were riding on my money. On my money, sweat, loan. They were riding on my loan. You know what I'm saying? Even this conference and inauguration, I didn't want to go. I told them I was not coming. The hotel bill, go and watch the video. They told me to come. People that said they should come now, they don't even. I will call them times 10, they will not answer phone. Then I see, how can people that you trust so much will turn around and I say, what? They were the first people that run away. If I tell you, I am in pain because sometimes people will come and say, let's do this together. You say, okay, you already crossed the boundary. You are already almost at the end. They will tell you, they will give you hope. I will say, no, I want to do it gently. I don't want to spend it. They will say, don't worry, let's spend it. This is how we're going to do it. At the end, they will fumble, they will destroy you. You will not see them, they will mind their own life. So one day you're going to hear when they call it mega comrade, I didn't respond, then you know. So imagine you are in PFM, you collected the PFM card, the time of 10 euro. You have not even paid your money. Tomorrow now police hold you, you call me. I will not listen to you. I will help those that have not even been a member than you that already know, that push me into it. Don't even dare try it. Here we are fighting against corruption. But yourself, you are corrupt. If Osinbajo is afraid, we hear from his mouth. Here I am doing what you cannot do.
I'm so committed. When you fight corruption the way we are fighting corruption, corruption is going to fight back. The system will fight back. You will find the fight back is taking place everywhere. It's taking place on social media. It's taking place everywhere. But we're determined. And this is.
If you think what I'm doing is not going anywhere, did you hear? You just said social media. You know what they are saying? Because we are exposing them, and I'm one of them. I remember what I was told by high-ranking official in Buhari administration. How many of you can be calling? Do you know how many times I call Lai Mohammed? Do you know how many times I call Minister of Justice? Till today, he's not answering my phone. The Minister of Justice running away from my phone. Can you do it? It's not to come on social media and just brag and run your mouth and run your mouth. I am more than you. I don't see my mate, my match in social media. There's no one, zero, absolutely zero, nothing. If they combine 300 of them, they are not up to one power. But why try to worry about something you already know is not up to you? So why? Noise maker. These are who I call noise maker, and they are the one calling you fight the refight. Come on, let's do it together. Let me send you to the field. Go to the British Prime Minister as I've already went. Let it be. Let 4 or 5 people keep going every time. Let's go to EU Parliament. Let's go to Italian Parliament. Let's go. Do that one before I know so you get power. Before I know so you do help. Do you know people that have help now? They don't worry about their children passport, their visa. They are the same people now. They are sending money. They are doing anyhow. They don't even give me 1 penny. They don't even give me 1 credit. Not even one. Those that are help restore their power in Europe. Before PFM started, Europe, Nigerian people were just zigzag in Europe. Italian don't even. Now they will say, oh, how many Nigerians can go to Italian Parliament and be protesting on a bill that they already passed? How many? We were not even up to 40 that day. We were not up to 40. And believe me or not, we still owe money on there. Palermo, Grand Zero, I was owing 600 and something euro. COMRADE said, don't worry. I will help even some of them that tell Dality will help you pay this debt. They left him. They left him. They are not a PFM. You know? Go. Go to the White House. Pack your load, go to the White House. Go and protest in the White House. Protest against corruption. They are going to do convention in a TRB convention in New York. Now, I'm not going. Why? Because I'm already dead. Even the New York I went last time, I owe money everywhere. I don't have to come here and be sugarcoating things. People, even people. Mama Bolora called me from some days ago. I think we spoke. He said, "Pa, I just look at you, Pa. This money is really worrying you." I said, "Oh." For her to even say it, from her heart, it really means a lot to me. He said, "Pa, look," he said, how many of us in PFM? And those people that we call, we are supporting you. You they try. Have they support? Can you do it with mouth? You will see at night they will call. I don't even answer phone no more. There, you are trying to help TRB, help AAC, and you are telling them this is how this thing should be done. This is how it should be done. Or these people call you from Nigeria, they say, but like at those states now, there's no structure. No structure. No structure. Delta State, no structure. People that are fighting Mega Comrade. Where Mega Comrade and PFM, do you see when we started? Donation were coming in. Did you see my name on the list? No. I was asked to bring names. But I didn't send it because of some certain reason. They said, bring them for Nigeria. I said, okay, I'm not going to call. These guys that I'm with, they are not in Nigeria. I tell my member, if you have any name in Nigeria, bring it. Some of them, maybe they ask, okay. Later, I send it to us, okay, this one is for Nigeria. You know, at the end of the day, they say, oh, for foreign. I said, it smell like a rat. So why, you know. So that is for another day story. Then people just go online and say, sometimes I just get fed up. I mean, why fighting instead of it to help Sowore and one way or the other? Imagine, let's say for example now, my own brother will be fighting Sowore on media, social media. Then Sowore will be my friend. No. If I'm Sowore's friend, I should be able to talk to my own brother. Just an example. So there are certain things that you see that make you question the authority of the people and say, are they really, is this really real or something? You know, this is the problem we're having. There are not a lot of honest people out there, maybe 1%. And I'm proud and I'm happy that I'm one of the 1%. Imagine billions of people. How long is it going to take me to find someone like me that we can partner? That is the fact.
The system will fight back. You will find the fight back is taking place everywhere. It's taking place on social media. It's taking place everywhere. But we're determined. And this is the reason why you listen to the stories of these young people, when you listen to the stories of the vulnerable, the disabled, and all of these people, these are the people for whom we are responsible. These are the people that who voted for us. We must ensure that we defend their rights. It is in defense of their rights. It is in defense of their rights. It is in...
You see Buhari clapping, Tinubu clapping, everybody clapping. Have Nigeria ever defend Nigerian government, Buhari administration, defend your right? Yes or no? Zero. My right is for me to be able to see my parents, my mother, my lovely grandmother every 3 months that I used to go. Almost 2 years. 2 years have passed now. I have not, because OBASEKI, Tony Kabaka, Kationsa, they banned me from coming to Nigeria. So where is my right? Here you are, with even with that. I am still doing the best I can. The other day when I was going to Canada, one of my sons called me. He said, hey, Pa, I will send you 100 euros. The other one said, I will send you, one of my daughters, I will send you. Did they send the money? No, they did not send 1 naira. 1 penny. The next thing I know is in Nigeria. They did not. I budgeted those money that is at the end of the day, I end up borrowing money I add to them to the expenses. Why is it that we don't give our card anyhow anymore? We don't want quantity. We want quality.
It is in the defense of the rights of these people that we will put everything out to make sure that those who have been taking the resources of this country are made to pay for it. I'll just give you one last example. $3 billion was lost to something called the Strategic Alliance Contracts in NNPC. $3 billion. The people simply took the oil and never paid back. Now, the same $3 billion, the Minister of Finance sat with us at a meeting of the Economic Management Team, and we're proposing, in fact, right now, that has already been, because $3 billion is about ₦1 trillion. We are now proposing the following roads for the same $3 billion: Abuja Kaduna Kano Road, Second Niger Bridge, Enugu Port Harcourt Road, East-West Road, Shagamu Benin Road, Kano Maiduguri Road, Abuja Lafia Akwanga Kefi Road, and Lagos Abeokuta, the old road. All for the same $3 billion. That is why the criminal looting of this country cannot be allowed to continue. And those who did it must be held to account.
Look at Tinubu and Buhari laughing. You see them? Look at them. This is what I call Yoruba wash. $3 billion that can do all this road. Have Buhari not have 3 billion since? I mean, look at the Nigerians. Sometimes you people call me and say, oh, this. I mean, they call, I want to support Sowore. I say, okay, you want to support Sowore? They will talk. Continue to talk. I will have headache. Sometimes my wife will even say, you're having headache again. Stop answering all this phone. Then I will say, it's okay. My children, they are concerned. They will talk at the end of the day. They will not send 1 naira to Sowore. They will not do nothing. Right now, we don't even have flyer in Edo State. There is no membership card. Yesterday, on Saturday, I was at work. I work on Saturday. I want to work on Saturday. That is my monthly. I go like once or twice a month to keep my credentials. I went to work. While I was at work, I was on my break. I called. I put somebody online. A question came from Nigeria to Sowore team. I put the head online. Everything he said, there was none till now. You see, nobody resolved it. Nobody. You look at the list that come and that people are angry with. You can see, they will say, all those lists that came out, a lot of people are angry with. Even those that are angry, the problem was going at the escalate the issue. Have you heard that problem again? No. But did Taking Back AAC acknowledge what I did? No. They did not. For me to be able to de-escalate that fire, they didn't. They just think, it's another way of ruling. No. When there's problem, they say, Mega, help us take care of it. When the problem is solved, come on now. Look at it. When you look at that, even some of them are civil servant. According to civil servant, how can civil servant be fighting his boss? You are a politician. How can you make a civil servant a chair or anti or interim chairman of a party? A civil servant. Let's say, for example, someone that is working in a teacher, a headmaster. Headmaster become a chairman of AAC. How can a headmaster fight political opponent when APC is the governor of his state? That is common sense. Common sense is not common. Politics is a dirty game. You know, politics is a dirty game. It's fire for fire. If you are into Nigerian politics, be prepared. All of them, the Tory Kamaka, they will carry compassion. AK-47, be prepared to be rugged like them. If you are not ready to be rugged, politics is not meant for gentlemen in Nigeria, in Africa. No, there's no suit. How many politicians you see wearing suit in Nigeria? Do you think it's just by coincidence? No. You see them with Agbada. There's a pistol inside that Agbada. AK-47 is inside that Agbada. Stabbing knife, jacking knife is inside that Agbada. You see how APC, PDP have destroyed Nigeria. But yet, the youth, yeah, I see this question. It says, tell Sowore to pause the, let me read it again. Tell Sowore to pause the diaspora town hall meeting. The fact is that Sowore have no money. None of you are donating. I understand your feeling. The only way Sowore is getting money a little bit is through this town hall. That who said this? Okay, I see you. God bless you, social media lion. The truth is that Sowore, little you can tell someone that have no money. If that is the only, he has no godfather. you know. So he has no godfather. And I have to be honest with you, like I said, if Sowore did not listen, if he doesn't listen to God, he's not going to win this election. If he listens to God, he will. Because God of America that he stands on is the only God that see, not God of Nigeria. If he listen to God and listen to the innocent poor citizen, those children, he will win. But if he doesn't, if he did not, what can we do? I've done my best. I did everything I could. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen to the blamer in chief.
Kefi Road and Lagos Abeokuta, the old road, all for the same 3 billion. That is why the criminal looting of this country cannot be allowed to continue. And those who did it must be held to account. Today we earn 50% less than 5 years ago. And we're investing several times more. In 2017, we spent 1.3 trillion on capital, the largest in the history of this country, despite earning 50% less. The majority of our people depend on the integrity of those who govern them, because they don't have a voice. They are far too poor, in many cases far too vulnerable to be able to say anything for themselves. It's our historic duty as a party and as a government to provide for all of them, to be a voice for them, to make the sacrifices that are necessary. Even where the sacrifices are costly, we must make those sacrifices for them. That is why I'm so pleased that the government of President Buhari has chosen the path of the people, to stand with the people, to be with the people.
Can you imagine? People are clapping on that. Muhammadu Buhari is smiling. These are the problem of Nigeria. Is Buhari the party of the people? Simple. I mean, is Buhari the party of the people? When you see all the, let me tell you, the other week I came out, I cry about poster, those things. People that were calling, I'm going to do this, I'm going to give a whole year, I'm going to do that. But sometimes when you are going to, there are people, a lady said we're going to bring 5 vehicles. If you are going to help a situation, and who you are going to help, I'm not talking of Sowore. Sowore cannot do it by himself. And they are disorganized. I have to speak the truth too. They are disorganized. You don't know where they are going. You see the head of the party is going straight. Then you say, okay, let me follow the straight. Before you know it, he will turn right. And you say, are we going right? Before you have question, he will turn left. Then you will just be stunned and be in one place and just be watching. Where are we going to take now? Now it's Tiri Road. That is the situation of AAC and TRB. Then I call someone in Nigeria and say, why have you to do this? He say, the way the party is now, the party not going to win. I say, okay, the party not going to win. So you just give up because before the fight. He said, that is true. I say, how did you think APC become APC? How do you think PDP become PDP? That is my hope. But when you see those children who they tear gas, who are suffering in Lagos, suffering everywhere, following Sowore around, and you see the way the situation is going, I mean, as I'm talking right now, there's no one, I'm saying this out for people to know, I'm putting it on record. There's no structure. No structure. You cannot win an election without no structure. When, as one of the father and the mother of AAC, I owe my people to tell them the truth. Like I told them today, I said, me, if I would have go there and you see one name there, you say, oh, mega comrade people, they say, People Freedom Movement don't take over ASU. People Freedom Movement don't take over. No. If there's no mega comrade people name, they don't put their name. It don't matter. We would rather put our name in something that God Almighty, if God want it, I mean, how are we going to win instead of you people fighting this man? And you are busy fighting those that we support, that will help generate money for Sowore. How are you happy? Regardless of anything, me and Sowore, we already know it's forever friendship, brotherhood, forever. Except something otherwise. But the fact is that he knows me already and I already know him. Whether you donate for him, you don't donate for him, you curse him, or you donate for me, you don't donate for me, you curse me, you insult me, it's not going to change the fact that everyone has seen me, they will say, Mega Comrade really fought for Sowore. He called for the youth, they come out, he fought for it with his heart, sincerely. When there was no party, they say, you people cannot bring party. I fought for it, for the party to come out. When they were doing a GoFundMe, I said, open a Nigeria account. But when the Nigeria account came out, they will take credit on it. They will say, I was doing it before you said it. Really? Since I've been crying and no structure. Is anybody crying about it? No. Let's say tomorrow now, one man just come out and say, I'll be hearing this cry. I am going to provide $2 billion or $1 million for structure. These same people, they will come out and say, we've been doing it for a long time. We didn't just want to waste. That is called Yoruba wash. We cannot expect Sowore to be in everywhere. Sowore cannot be in California and be in Nigeria at the same time. Be in Edo State or being in Owerri or being in Imo State at the same time. No, Sowore cannot do it by himself alone. Why people are busy fighting for posts, instead of them to be busy fighting for how Sowore can win. And think of those innocent poor citizens. And they all just hang up and say, okay, if it's not my way, it's going to be the highway. For post. Not because something bad. Or they are bringing in intruder. They are bringing in wolf and coyotes. No. Because, my name, and that list is not the post list. It's just Ketika Interior. To organize the convention. When they get to the convention, by the power of God, we will send people to one person or two person to convention. If we have the money. If we don't have the money, we cannot do it. People cannot say, I'm a member of PFM. When it's time to bring money to go do something, you are hiding. Then you say, power, you not do it. You have yourself to blame. I'm not going to go on my platform and say, now we have. No, there's nothing. No announce of donation in my platform. Nothing. Zero. Ask anybody that is in there. Zero. Ask anybody. Nothing announced. We can't bring this money since I make the decision. No. If you want to do something, do it on your own. If you don't want to do it, fine. I'm over now money ray. You know they beat one person. You go reach everybody head. So
we are not an elite government. We have chosen to take the side of the people, and we remain taking the side of the people of this country. Again, let me commend the man for whom we are gathered, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a man who has been known time and time again for his battles for the people of this country, beginning here in Lagos State, all over the Southwest, and for the entire nation. And I want to commend him for his resilience and for sticking to his principles as a fighter for the people of this country. On our part, as a government, and for the rest of us, I believe that the best times for our country are yet to come. The future of our country is bright. Day by day, step by step, we're going in the right direction.
Can you imagine? So you are going in the right direction.
Better and better every day. Thank you very much. God bless you.
who agree with Vice President Osinbajo that Nigeria is going to the right direction. Anyway, that being said, let me quickly, I have a lot of video and see how a woman was beaten anyhow by a road safety. So we're going to talk about that on Wednesday. So I am not going to be long. I already spent almost 2 hours. So I have to cut off this broadcasting because one thing I want people to know is to share this video, let people know that this Chinese government we are bringing to Nigeria, Chinese, I have told you all. So you can see China are invading our motherland by corrupting African evildoers, demons, political vampires like President MUHAMMADU BUHARI of Nigeria, Governor GODWIN of Edo State, and many more. I want everyone to support Comrade OMOYELE SOWORE for 2019 presidential election. The account is there, Zenith Bank. You can just go down. Let us come together and say no to African nation. China African nation. We don't want it. No to corruption, genocide. No to killing of Christians. No to Boko Haram killings. No to terrorism. No to xenophobia. No to political recklessness. No to kidnapping. No to human trafficking. No to EU illegal deportation. No to oppression. No to police brutality. No to injustice. No to corrupt MUHAMMADU BUHARI. No to corruption in APC, corrupt APC. No to corrupt PDP. No to corrupt charities. No to corrupt pastors. And no to power of abuse. If we can all unite and carry this voice and channel this voice, the sky will be our limit. That being said, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be broadcasting from we unveil in this weekend, we unveil a way we can help the innocent poor citizen. We cannot just continue to criticize. Buhari is not doing it right. Charity is not doing it right. Pastor is not doing it right. Sometimes you have to show an example. Maybe he actually don't know how to do it right. Buhari don't do it right. That's why Sowore is contesting. I was called on a challenge and said, what have you done? What have Sowore done for Edo people? When I heard that, I was shocked. You know, I was shocked. People were asking online, what have you done? What have Sowore done? I said, okay, anything I do is Sowore. Whatever Sowore do, they're going to blame it on me. So I went ahead and declared war against poverty. By doing that, you have to legally register an NGO, a non-profit organization in Dallas, Texas, under section 401C. You're a non-profit organization, which I did. So as soon as they approve it, I got this certificate. I went ahead and unveiled our platform. So in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be speaking what I'm going to be doing from that platform. And I want everyone to stay tuned and just stand by. It's going to be like 10 minutes, 20 minutes to educate people what we are going to do about it. So may the Lord Almighty bless you. Please stay tuned in about 10 or 15 minutes. So it's going to be another platform. If you have not liked that page, go ahead right now. You can just type in oh God, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. You can just type in the Poor Foundation Mobilization Worldwide Inc. The Poor Foundation Mobilization Worldwide Inc. When you type in it right now, you're going to see you like that page. I'm going to be broadcasting from there in about 10 minutes. So stay tuned, brothers and sisters, and thank you for listening to me today. Share the word of freedom. Together, let us stop all these political leaders that is a battle. They are a battle. They are not going to live long. Maybe they live 1 year or 10 years. That's it. Or 20 years. But we, our children, they don't care. They are going to kill us before they die. That is what they intend to do. So thank you. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to be in about that.